NASA's testing new spacesuits designed for Moon and Mars exploration right here in Central Oregon. Noah Chast met with the director of the program. Noah, this is not the first time NASA has done field testing here in our area.
No, you're right, Lee, it's not. And while it was a little bit before my time, astronauts for the Apollo mission came to places like Lava Butte in the 60s to test their suits. Now this summer, NASA came back to Central Oregon, testing at some of the same sites and exploring new ones.
We thought this was really fitting because we had a spacesuit to test, and we are going back to the moon, so we came to Oregon.
Dr. Pascal Lee is the director of the NASA Houghton Mars project. He says Apollo astronauts trained and tested their suits in Oregon during the 1960s because the natural volcanic landscape closely resembles the moon. He says they haven't been back to Oregon to see how helpful it really was until now.
We were blown away by the quality of all of them.
A crew of about 10 people came to Oregon in late August to test new suits at some of those sites, which includes Lava Butte, the Big Obsidian Lava Flow, Fort Rock, Hole in the Ground, and the Yapoa Lava Flow at Mackenzie Pass. They also visited a number of new sites to prepare for NASA's next mission to the moon's South Polar Highlands and eventually Mars. The new sites were Pumice Slope at Crater Lake National Park, the Painted Hills at John Day Fossil Beds National Monument, Skylight Cave, and Little Nash Crater.
In case you didn't know, Oregon has beautiful analog sites for the moon, but also for Mars.
NASA decided to come back to places like Lava Butte because, well, I mean, just look at it. It's like you're on another planet. But the reason why they're testing new sites like Starlight Cave is because for the first time ever, they're testing suits designed specifically for caves. Space caves. Lee says they are defining requirements for what future spacesuits may need for cave exploration.
We want, there's a few other things I can't really talk about yet, but it was good.
Another change being tested in the new suits is the addition of electronics. The suits can display GPS maps, heart rates, respond to voice commands, and assist with detailed image sampling.
Things that will make doing spacewalks on the moon and on Mars safer down the road. And this type of tech has to be tested in an actual realistic field environment. So that's why we came to Oregon.
Lee hopes the suits will be used on the moon within the next decade. He says this was a promising first step.
Yeah, well, the details are going to be written up in technical papers and journals, but the upshot is that it works really well. It works beautifully.
Lee says he could see astronauts exploring Mars by the mid-2030s, and he hopes to do some more testing in Oregon before then.
You could only take astronauts to train them in 5 places on Earth, so Oregon, in my view, would be in the top 5.
Dr. Lee repeatedly told me just how blown away he was by the natural wonders of Oregon. He said the, quote, magnitude of awesomeness is something you can't realize until you see it firsthand. And we're all lucky enough to live here every day. It's all about perspective, Lee.